coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Off of play action, it's Watson. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And a dump off here to Robinson. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. K'Lavon Chaisson gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish, because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Watson now to throw. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From the gun, here's Watson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Patterson. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Cordero Patterson taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course.
And he's going to go down again. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and 1.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try to get some space.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Patterson. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. from the 41. Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Watson off play action. Looking left side, and it's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed. And pretty well executed there. The Texans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Watson. Trying to improvise toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Vincent Smith there to make the grab. And the Texans push further out in front. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Flushed out right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Well, another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL started. Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are...
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lawrence there, complete to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career, an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
Lawrence going to throw again. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They hand off to their big tight end. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Dan Arnold punching it in from a yard away. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw is Watson. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the 50, it's Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. To try again after the sack, Watson. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Watson. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Let's go. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And he works free. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. 69 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Well, James Robinson, surprise star last year as an undrafted rookie, 5'10", 220. He is a tough man to get to the ground. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll run with Etienne. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here. Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Play action. It's Lawrence. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Dancing to his left. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Green. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. The left side completion to Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Watson. Airing it out deep for Smith. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the rookie, Andre Cisco. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
On first down, Lawrence. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now Lawrence to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. It's a big play for the Jaguars. Well, if you pull up his college highlight reel, you will see no shortage of great throws, and here's one in his NFL debut for big yardage.
And this is going to be a big test early in his career. How accurate can he be on throws like this? If he keeps doing that, he's going to be just fine.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Lawrence now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. James Robinson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point safely through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. On 1st down, Watson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
Steps away to his left. And Watson has enough for the 1st down yardage as he slides to the turf. Throwing now, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Watson now to throw. One, but incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
On third down, Lawrence. Man open is Robinson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Robinson a first down and then some. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. And his kick is right there. It's good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. They'll run on first down. It's Patterson. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles.